Okay, so I have a bit of issue with this seat, the passenger seat. You can see that it doesn't bend. That's the adjuster. So if I pull the adjuster, see, it doesn't recline backward. Though with it, you can go forward and backward. This passenger seat doesn't recline. So today I want to pull it out and see exactly what is causing it. So you see, if I pull this, doesn't go, it doesn't work. Okay, so with this, the stick can go forward and backward. Okay, so the seat is held in position by 4 14mm bolts. See, 1, 2 at the front, there's the second one, and the other 2 are behind it. Okay, so I have this set of spanners, ratchet and spanners from Amazon Basic. So I'll look for, this is 14mm ratchet and spanner. Okay, so there are 2 other bolts at the back of the seat. Those bolts are in here and in here. So to access the bolts, I have to take off this plastic covering, these 2 plastic covering, and then the bolts are underneath it. So I used a screwdriver to get the plastic covering off the way. Okay, with the 2 clips, plastic covers out, the same 14mm bolts. Okay, now that the 4 bolts are out, you can see the seat is quite free now. But that's not all. There are yet wire harnesses underneath to be removed. So for that, I'll go back to the front of the seat. Okay, so here there are electrical clips to be removed. Okay, here there are, you can see there are three electrical connectors, one yellow, two blue, and the third one is gray. So to continue, I'll have to disconnect these three connectors and get them off the way. Okay, so I'll start with the yellow one. Okay, so for this, all I did was to see it has a retractor. You pull the retractor back, pull it backward, and then pull out. That's that. And so all three electrical connectors are out now, and it has a support underneath it. I'll get that out right now. Okay, now with everything disconnected, I'll just gently lift the chair and out of the car. Okay, so here is a seat out of the car. I have to get this plastic cover out. To get this plastic cover out, I took this out of here, I pulled out the handle by the side, and then I used a screwdriver to gradually go around it, and then it came out. Okay, so I think here is the place of interest. Here is the place of interest. So you see, this spring looks okay, but I guess something has gone bizarre here. Something has gone wrong here. So you see, it moves, but the seat does not go. But the seat does not recline. You have to be careful with this big spring, so it doesn't pop out suddenly. It could be very dangerous. Okay, so I've got to find out why, even though when the lever moves, the lever works. See, the lever works, but the handle doesn't. The seat doesn't recline. And I think that issue is around here. Okay. Now I want to remove this spring, so I'm going to the plier. I don't have the specialized tool, so I'm just going to improvise and press it down here gently. air is out. Okay, so now I see that the chair not reclining is actually on the other side. So you see, while this other side that has the adjustment is free, you see it moves. The other end of it on the chair doesn't move an inch. See, even though I'm taking the spring off, it doesn't move. So that tells me that the passenger side chair not reclining is the fault is on this other side of the chair. Okay, so now I don't know what to do about it, but all I've done is to spray. I'm thinking it's a mechanical problem. Of course, it's mechanical. So I'm spraying some WD-40 into it, hoping that it will go and easing the squeaky joints and cause it to move. Okay, so let's see if this WD-40 will help it. Okay, so next what I've done is to remove the back of it. Okay, so I'll put it on this. Okay, so I'll put it on a flat surface, and what I've done is I've been able to pull out this the back cover. How did I do it? Try to pull it out a bit, pull it downward a bit and out. Okay, and then it was held in position by this. Okay, remember you have to. What I did was also to pull it backward to release this. To release these clips. Okay, so I set that aside, and I want to get to this, the inner part of this, to see if there's anything to be done. So here you see it has a strap. Take off the strap. Okay, there is okay, I'm not really sure how this is done. But you see that this place is jointed. So I think this, I see that there is a connecting rod here. Okay, so meanwhile I can also take out this cover and see that connecting rod some more. Okay, so I have discovered that the problem is actually on is actually at this point. Now this is where the recline lever is. You see, so when this recline lever is depressed, and you see this other side is moving, but the other end doesn't move, and I see that this joint was actually welded. There's actually a welded spot here, and it looks very much, if you look closely, it looks very much like the welded joint is broken. And I'm wondering why Honda should come up with a design like this, where you weld a joint, knowing fully well that the welded joints might break easily because of movement. So I'm thinking I will have to weld it back Also, I'm thinking what else, how else can I reconstruct this place such that whenever this lever is moving, um, this other arm, this connecting arm, or this connecting metal should also move. See, so if I use, for instance, if I use a grip plier and all either places, if I hold this down, if I hold it down here, then this other arm moves. You see, so that tells me that the joint here is broken, and that's where the problem is. So maybe I'll just put back the joint and hopefully that will work. But my fear with that is, will it not get broken in the near future? Okay, so that's the problem. I'm not really sure if I can change this, metal in itself, but maybe I'll go with the welding option for now and see what else I can do. Is it possible to bore through here, to drill through here and put a sort of smaller metal through just to stay it? Okay, so that's that. Okay, so in an attempt to reinforce these joints, instead of just tacking it, applying a soldered joint here, what I want to do here is to drill through this stainless pipe and then put a sort of a piece of metal, to put something through it, so that when this gear lever is engaged, it will make a firm contact with this pipe that will also release the gear on this other side of the chair, so that the recline will work. Okay, so what I'm doing here is a modification of what is there. Instead of just tacking it, I'm drilling through. Okay, I'm using an 1/2 inch drill bit to drill through it. Okay, so I've been able to bore through. Okay, I'll just put this through there and test, just for a test, and see how it works. Okay, so let's see. Oh, it works. Okay, so both sides moved now. So see. Okay, so I can also okay. Oh. Okay. So with this, going through this stainless pipe, it helps to drive the other end of the seat back recline or recline mechanism. So I think this has been a success, and I don't really know why the under design does not make this place firm. I probably put a bolt here to unscrew, but however, this is what I've come up with, and it's working. Okay, so what I want to do here is to put this screw and nut with washers at both ends. That looks good. Okay, so that's it. I've been able to resolve this issue, so next I'll just couple it up, and that's all. Okay, springs correctly loaded. Okay, put the covers back. Now to put the cover back, because of these clips, 1, 2, 3. So the upper side goes in first. Upper side goes in first, and then I'll push it down. Then the other here and here, and this other side will now clipping. So it's up first and then push it in. Okay, so I've mounted the seat back to the seat. The seat back and the seat are held in position by 4 40mm bolts, 2 on each side. So these are the 2. I put those bolts back, and this spring, the spring from the lever to the body, I've also done that. Okay, and here are the wire harnesses that will go on there. So pretty much everything is ready. I'm ready to deploy it back into position. Correct. Okay, so now you see, if I pull the lever, see the seat goes down all the way. See, now see me lying on it. This is a seat that doesn't go down before. Okay, so to see it again, here's the lever. Pull it and then apply weight, your weight on the, see, stays that way. Then apply weight on it again, then it's back on. Okay, so with that I have been able to fix the recline problem on this seat in this Accords. So this is open. This will be useful to someone out there in the world. Thank you.